my name's Pete, also known as FM Greeno, and welcome along to episode 3 of Better Than Eddie, my Football Manager 20 save where I'm managing AFC Bournemouth. Now you'll remember at the end of episode 2 we left it having just beaten Southampton and going top of the league after 7 matches. Form has been a little patchier since then. As you can see, we're now sitting in 6th place after 13 games. That's better than I was expecting to do. At this point of the season, we're a third of the way through the season now. Callum Wilson is still sitting top of the goal scoring charts. Harry Wilson is still way up in the assists chart, although you'll notice he's still on the same amount of assists he was in the previous episode, so his form has levelled off a little bit, as have some of the others in the team. We've had a couple of injuries. You'll remember I mentioned Gutierrez, the signing we had from PSV, the Mexican lad who'd been playing very, very well, but he's been out for about a month. And Ryan Fraser has also been injured. So, we've had to draft a couple of other players in, and things haven't gone quite so well. But let's get through to the schedule screen and you'll be able to see in detail how we've been doing. So you can see, after the Southampton game, we had a couple of draws, both games where we conceded first and had to come back. Reasonable performances. We had a good couple of wins then, Sheffield United and Watford. Sandwiched in between those was a loss against Brentford in the Carabao Cup, but we'd rotated the team and it's not really a priority for me this season, to be honest. But then, after Fraser got injured, we've had a couple of defeats. So we got beaten by Everton at home, and 3-1 is a fairly substantial home defeat. And then we just got beaten up at Burnley. So we just couldn't really seem to get into the game up there. Just one of those games where we could have played for 2 weeks and probably not scored. So form's not great going into the West Ham game, but hopefully we can turn it around today and keep in those European places. So you notice with Gutierrez and Fraser being out injured, I've had to draft in Jordan Ibe on the left hand side and Billing has come into the middle of the park. Neither of them have been in very good form since I had to bring them into the team. So I'm hoping they're going to up their game a little bit today and put in a performance alongside the likes of Lewis Cook, who's been a little bit out of sorts, so I'd like to get him back in form again today. We're going to play our attacking version of this formation today. I really want to get West Ham on the back foot, to be honest. If we can try and score first in the game for a change, that would be very helpful. So let's get through to the match and see what happens. So here we go. Lining up against West Ham, we're playing in their white away kit. First highlight is for us. Callum Wilson picking up the ball in an area I don't really want him to be in, as he's the only striker we've got on the pitch. Adam Smith is making a run in there. Comfortable save for Fabianski. It's an encouraging start to the game though. We've had a little bit more possession than they have and a couple more chances, but here's one for them maybe. It's a header over the bar. Not going to trouble Rambo with that one. I'm going to ask them to get creative now. They seem to be underperforming a little bit. Wilson with a good corner in and Lerma just nods it over the bar. That had a lot of whip on it, that corner, didn't it? Half an hour gone. I really was hoping we could have snuck a goal by now. Oh, Harry Wilson's injured. I think we're probably going to get him through till half time and then we'll look to make a change. Again, Ibe is having a very poor game and Callum Wilson's not performing either, so yeah, that half just fizzled out a little bit, didn't it? So let's get into the dressing room. First thing we are going to do is take Wilson off. Josh King can come on and play out there. In fact, maybe I'll swap him and Ibe around and put Ibe as a winger on this side, and maybe that'll it's a role that suits him perhaps a little bit better, so it might improve his performance. I'm going to tell him it was disappointing and get them out for the second half. And straight away we're going to demand more. It's been very flat, really. I mean, we seem to be having a lot of shots, but none of them are obviously highlight worthy at this point. I'm going to move us to an attacking mentality. May not be the best policy. Oh, almost conceded the second that I do that. I think it's time for another change. Jordan Ibe again is just having an absolute mare. So once this highlight plays out, King into Cook, out wide. Or King to Daniels. Oh, headed just wide. Wasn't an awful lot of power in the header. So yeah, like I said, Jordan and I come in. Your time is up, son. And we're going to bring Danjuma on and swap these round again. So we're going to play him as an inverted winger. So just 15 minutes to go. We need a little bit more. Let's get a bit of creativity. I think the best chances seem to be falling to West Ham, even though we're having a little bit more of the game and a few more shots than they are. They seem to be having slightly better ones. Another attack for them here. Passing it around very nicely. We could do with getting this away. This looks dangerous. Ake though, good header. Lerma back to the keeper. Boots it clear. Can we get on this? Yeah, Billings there. Out to Danjuma. Let's see what he can do. Not a lot. Are we going to get this ball back though? Yep, Smith's picked it up. Out to King. Oh, that's wayward from King. He had Smith overlapping on the right too. You could have laid a simple little ball in there, and King could have, and Smith could have crossed from the byline there. So, unfortunately, it's fizzled out to a 0-0 draw. I was hoping for a little bit better. I think we probably had the better of the game. So, you know, a win would have been nice, but we'll have to settle for a point. It's better than their defeat, I guess. So after the full weekend's round of fixtures, you can see we've dropped down one place. We're in 7th now on 25 points, which is still a really encouraging place to be at this point in the season. You'll notice that the relegation places, Southampton are on 11 points, so we're 14 points clear of that at this point. So you'd have to be fairly hopeful that we're not going to get dragged into that at this stage, but you never know. We certainly need to turn our form around a little bit. Let's have a look at the schedule screen and see when I'm going to bring you back for the next episode. So one thing worth mentioning here, we've had the draw for the 3rd round of the FA Cup and we've got Wigan away. Now Bournemouth fans will remember about 7 or 8 years ago when Wigan were the cup holders and we were just a League One side, we had that exact same draw, Wigan away. And we went up to their place and put in a really, really creditable performance. Again, we should have probably have won, but we came away with a draw. Unfortunately then Wigan came down to our place and knocked us out in the replay. But yeah, that trip up to Wigan was a great day out. So hopefully there'll be more of the same of that, but with a better result for us this time round. In terms of the next episode, I think I'm going to bring you back for the Norwich game. It takes place on Boxing Day, and we all love a little bit of Boxing Day football, don't we? So that's a good place for us to come back. Hopefully we'll have arrested our little slump by then and had some more positive results on the board. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. It's a shame the match wasn't a better one. 0-0 ball draw really, but it is what it is. If you have enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like on the video, and I'd be really, really happy if you'd love to subscribe too. Obviously we have this Bournemouth save, and there's a save with the Indian national team also on the channel at the moment, so there's a lot of stuff to enjoy. Any comments you've got, any tips, hints, feedback, whatever, love to see it. But finally, just thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon for episode 4, Home to Norwich. Bye for now.